Hello, English students. Mrs. Sagert here. I'm giving you a tutorial on how to do an MLA formatted essay. That is the essay type that I will want you to use in my classes. So the first thing you're going to do is open up a Google Doc, a new Google Doc. I want you to title your paper, whatever it is going to be. Okay, that's the first thing. Make it something unique so that you can find it again later. Then the very next thing I want you to do is come up here to font. It'll probably default to Arial. I want you to use Times New Roman. Again, I want you to use Times New Roman. Come over here. The font size should be 12. Okay. And then the line spacing, which is over here where you see this arrow, the line spacing should be double space. It's best if you do all of this at the beginning because then your whole paper will be in the correct format. The next thing I want you to do is to check that you have 1-inch margins all the way around. And how you can do that is you go up to File, go down to Page Setup, and then on the margins, you will see 1, 1, 1, 1. Make sure those are all 1. If they are, then click OK. If they're not, you need to change them to 1. The next thing that I want you to do is to set up a header. Now, how you set up a header is you go up to the top of your page and you double click. You see the header here. You go over, you want to make this right justified. So choose right alignment and then type in your last name and a space. And then you click on options and go to page numbers. And you want it to begin on 1. You can also have it begin on 2, but I'm going to say let's just have it begin on 1. Click apply. And the font is not going to be the same, or is not going to be what we want it to be. So you need to highlight that. And then click on the font again and change it to Times New Roman and change the font size to 12. Okay. All right, your header is done. The next thing you need to do is your heading. MLA heading is over here on the left. It's left justified. It includes your name, your teacher's name, the class, and the date. You press enter, and then now you need to do a center justified for your title. And you know, I always like to see creative titles, so I'm not going to put a creative title today, but I'm just going to put research paper, but you will put whatever title you have and then enter just the one time. And then we need to go to left justified again. And here is where you will start writing your paper, and it will look something like this. I went ahead and just entered in a different research paper, and you can see my header up here, Sagert 1, and then the header, the page number is working. So each page has a new number on it. Okay. That is pretty much it. So we went over the title of up here, you're labeling your Google Doc first. You're doing the Times New Roman, the size. You're doing the double spacing for the whole paper. And you checked the margins and you put your heading and title and all of that good stuff. Now, what you need to do to get ready for your works cited page is to come down here at the end of your paper, and you want to do a page break. And to do a page break, you're going to hit either Command or Control. That's depending on if you're Word or Apple. So if you're Word, or PC, you're not Word, but a PC, you're going to hit Control Enter, and that will give you a page break. You want a clean page break for the works cited. It needs to be on its own page. And to start works cited, you want to choose Center, and you're going to type works cited. Okay. And then you're going to click enter. And what you need to do on a works cited page is what's called a hanging indent. So how you do that is you go up here to format, go down to align and indent, and then come over here to indentation options. Then you're going to look at special indent, and let's click on the arrow there, and you're going to click on hanging. Okay, hanging, and 0.5 is the correct number. Then click apply. So now you have a hanging indent on this page. You are going to start left justified. That was centered because that's the title of the page. And I'm going to go ahead and put in one of the works cited page items from this page that I inserted in my Google Doc. And this happens to be an article, I believe, from this paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and type it in so that you can see how the hanging indent works. This is obviously the title of the article. You notice that we had the our author first, so you can always look up your particular type of source, whether it's a book or a website or an interview or whatever it is that you're using. You can always look that up online to get the correct. But see how this came in here as a hanging indent? It automatically came right there where I wanted it to go. So pretty sweet. Okay, I'm not going to finish this, but I wanted you to be able to see how that hanging indent works. Okay, this is how the works cited page is. Now I want to come back up into this paper and I want to highlight right here. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about those in-text citations. So this material in his paragraph came from, or actually it's just this sentence, came from RP News. See how that's part of the sentence? It's I just moved it. Yeah, anyway, it's part of the sentence. You see that the period is at outside. There's another one here. He has another in-text citation here. And you can see up in here, he has one up in this sentence and so on. There's one more. And this one's actually in the middle of a sentence, but still you can see it was before the comma. So it's always as if it's part of the sentence. That's why it's called in-text citation. Now, in the long research paper that you are doing, seniors and some juniors, you're doing annotated bibliography. It's pretty much going to be the same as this works cited. It's just right here after the works cited, you're going to be doing your paragraph describing that work. But other than that, this should give you what you need to have a proper MLA formatted paper. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I hope this helps. Talk to you later.